What is going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I'm Zach Langston Cressup. If you don't know me from Instagram, where I've been promoting that I've been wanting to start this for a while, and I've been documenting my bodybuilding journey on there for a while, then let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm born and raised New Braunfels, Texas, a little bit south of, well, for all you people not from the area, between Austin and San Antonio. Nice little area. Started personal training right out of high school. Went to college in Nashville, Tennessee. Still kind of had the hopes of playing some college sports. Didn't work out, blah, blah, blah. Came back home. Been working as a personal trainer ever since and been balls deep in this bodybuilding journey since 19, I would say. But that's the point of this video, and that's why I'm making it. And I figured it would be a good video to kind of revamp and get this channel back going again. And it was a question a good friend of mine asked me at the gym. Why do you bodybuild? What got you into bodybuilding? What is your reason for getting into this, Zach? Shout out to Zach, big Zach Nelson. And it made me think, because a lot of times, I don't know, it's something I think we need to think about and like very much keep in the forefront of our mind why we're doing what we're doing. And this is just beyond bodybuilding, guys. This is something I want to make about this channel. I mean, I'm definitely gonna start picking and taking steps to grow it and be more active and actually put out like consistent content for you guys. And one of the things I want you to be able to take from this channel is, yes, this is a bodybuilding channel. This is what I do. This is what most of this is gonna be about. But a lot of this stuff, if not most of it, can apply to everything else. Any other ventures you're choosing to do. That's the thing. That's one of the things I do love about bodybuilding that I'm about to get into. So it really made me think, man. And if you would have asked me this 4 years ago, when I first started, why? Why did I choose to do this? What made me want to do this? My answer would have been very different. And 4 years ago, at 22, I probably would have told you that I didn't feel like I had many other options at the time. If I'm being completely honest. This was my answer back then if you would have asked me. At 22, yes, I loved it, but I hadn't started competing, and I was just about to start competing actually in contests. And you know, being an ex-athlete, sports were my life, guys, up until college, and then afterwards, yeah, not doing that really kind of took a lot out of me, because at one point, I was thinking about even trying to go play ball overseas, you know, just finding an option to keep doing that, because that was all I knew at the time. I didn't like school. I wasn't interested in any of those things. Always loved to train hard, but I guess the switch didn't click and things didn't get serious till about 22. Sorry, picking the pickup off the floor. But 22, and the reason for that was I was in just kind of a weird place. I wasn't in school anymore. I was back home in Texas. Personal training, kind of directionless, and just I had that really big hole that sports in my life left missing, because that was something, even if I was never going to go play at the next level, that was something that gave me structure and something that I could measure myself and see myself improving. And I could set a goal and I could do things. Okay, then I could lay out steps. Okay, this is what I need to do to make this goal happen. And it just gave me something to chase. And when that was gone, that was a big deal for me, because I mean, that was literally everything for me, guys. So 22-year-old Zach would have said yes. I started bodybuilding because I kind of fell back into a corner, and I didn't have many other options at the time. And I felt this was something, not that this was, I don't know, I don't want to say this I looked at bodybuilding like, oh, I'm going to start bodybuilding, I'm going to be Jay Cutler and have mansions and awesome cars. No, that wasn't an idea at all. But back then it was and I've been training for a while, like I said. I love training hard. It's at that point, it was you know, I'm good at this thing. I see this discipline I'm doing. Other people around me, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of guys my age and a lot of guys younger than me that would kick my ass. But just seeing the people I'm around, my peers, most of the part, I would stand out, and I could progress a little quicker, and I noticed I could be good at this. And one of the main people for that as well. My guardian angel, bodybuilding mama. I'm not gonna say your name. You know who you are though if you're watching this. Thank you. Yeah, I saw something that I could be potentially good at, guys. I saw something that I genetically had a knack for, just changing my body quickly. I love to do it, importantly, and I saw it as an opportunity to maybe make something of my life or improve my life or, you know, give me something to be better and maybe, who knows, be successful. Even though, you know, that wasn't, you know, it wasn't like I'm gonna jump in because I want to get the mansions and like all the women, like whatever, you know. It was not about that. It was just, you know, this is an opportunity. I think I can make something and better my life and do something. Fast forward to now. Thinking about that question now, you know, I've accomplished a lot more, and me saying that, I still haven't accomplished shit, by the way. I'm still nothing in the sport. But I've done enough of the wrong things, and I feel like I've made enough progress in certain areas where now, really being honest with that question, and this was true as well back then, but I mean, this is the first thing that pops in my head. I had a bunch of notes for you guys, but I threw them out. I'm not reading that. That's not my style. Off the cuff is better, you know? It's more genuine. But yeah, I'd give you a bunch of reasons, but the real one is, man, like I love bodybuilding. That's a Ronnie Coleman quote. I love it though, man. It makes everything in my life so much better in so many different ways. It gives me structure, it gives me something to chase, it gives me something to keep improving on. It's given me a community of people that I call friends. It's given me something to keep myself from being persuaded and distracted by bad habits, such as, you know, recreational partying, distractions. You know what I'm talking about, guys. All of the things that are okay to do sometimes, but they're very easy to overindulge in. Yeah, bodybuilding helps keep me away from these things. It keeps me sharp. It keeps me focused on what's important. And I can't get enough of it, guys. I'm not gonna tell you that I don't love the physical side effects too. I love looking good and I love feeling good. That's also a huge part of it. But yeah, I can't be without it. I can't be without it. And the funny thing is, I felt this way when I was 22 as well. But the farther I've gotten into this, and the harder it's gotten, funny thing is, and the more I've seen like what it's actually gonna take to be at the level that I wanna be at eventually, I've just fallen more in love with it. And I've gotten more hooked and just hungry to just dive in and do more. And I think that's something you have to ask yourself and look at yourself when deciding if this is something you want to do. And by that I mean, you know, time frame, probably, I want to say first 1 to 5 years you really do this. And I'm on probably year 4, I think. Yeah, I'd say year 4 to 5. First 1 to 5 years, if you do this 1 to 5 years, consistently, bodybuilding. I'm talking about bodybuilding. I'm not talking about going to the gym in beast mode and then go home and eat pizza and drink, Corona. Just kidding. It's a joke. Easy. But no, I'm not talking about just going to the gym, doing bench press heavy, eating pizza and drinking beer. I did that in college. That's not bodybuilding. It's not. I was really big and strong and I had some muscle. It's not bodybuilding. I got a dermatologist appointment. Whew. But yeah, that's not bodybuilding. And I was doing that till I was about 21, 22. So I'm 26 now, do the math. But anyways, that 1 to 5 years, I think if you make it through that point and the passion, no matter, keep in mind, this is not depending on how you do. I have not done particularly well. Anyways, that first 1 to 5 years, if you make it through and at the end of those 5 years, you've grinded and improved, and whether you've done well or not, the fire is hungrier. You are hungrier and the fire to do this is hotter and burning more inside you at the end of that time, then yeah, I think, then you know, this is something you want to do and this is something that you'll be able to do because you actually love it, and you'll be able to like run the course, and you won't be one of these people that does it for 6 months or a couple years and then falls off. If your reasons aren't like that, that you just absolutely love it and it makes your day better and it's something just you love seeing progress no matter how little or how much time it takes, if your reasons are other than that, like, say, and I'm not pointing fingers at you guys. I've dealt with a lot of this myself. Like I said, not the most part. I'm weird. I just love this shit. But people who do this because they're insecure, and at some point we all do this because we don't like the way we look and currently, and we want to do something to fix it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I'm talking about the kind of insecurity where maybe, and I'm not talking about, Jesus Christ, I'm not talking about anyone specific, Jesus. But I'm talking about someone who, let's say they grew up very socially awkward. Me, didn't have a lot of friends, didn't get a lot of attention from the opposite sex, whatever, so on. And then they got into college, whatever, after school, and they decided they wanted to make a change and get in really good shape, and they did. And now, I think you guys all know the guys and women I'm talking about, and now that they look good and are in shape or fit or whatever, they are giant douchebags or douche women. Or kind of mean, just for no reason. Kind of dicks. Entitled. Fake. And those are the people that will not probably, no, well, you never know. But in my experience, those are the people that fall off, because when you do decide to do this, most people realize, guys, and I did this, you're not fucking Phil Heath. And you're not Jay Cutler, you're not Ronnie Coleman, you're not Chris Bumstead. You're not gonna bam, 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 walk in and just win every show and win your pro card and be in the Olympia stage in 2 years. It's not gonna happen unless you are 0.0000001% of people. So I'm not. I mean, I got probably better genetics than you, but I still don't have that really. I'm not a horse, one of these studs walking around, you know what I'm saying? I've had to grind for these little 17 inches. Anyways, imagine if I had points. No, guys, unfortunately, those are some of the reasons that are other than the fact that if you love it, what happens is when stuff gets really hard in this journey and you're not one of those people, you're like me, you're just a blue collar bodybuilder, you have to earn and sweat and grind for a centimeter of muscle, you're probably not gonna keep going when things get hard because your why is not strong enough. If your why is just, oh, I wanna look good to get chicks or be the biggest guy at the club on Fridays, when shit gets really hard or like the gym's closed down or you know, something happens that it inconveniences you to a point where I wanted to do this, look good at the bars, pool, and everything, but you know, it's not really the easiest thing to do, or I got more hours at my job, something happens, something with more responsibility, right? This will immediately lower because it's not that important. Whereas the people that do this because we love it and it's just part of what we do, it stays right here. It does not fluctuate, the importance of this for us, because this is just what we do. So even though other responsibilities are going up and down, this never changes. No. More hours at work, more clients this week, it doesn't fucking matter. I still gotta do this. Because I still want to accomplish what's over there. So I have to do this. I have to, it doesn't matter. Oh, you had another kid? Oh, sorry. Doesn't matter. And you know what happens in contest prep? Oh, this goes up. So, you know what I'm saying? It's very easy to fall off on this, guys, if your why is not set in stone and cementing you to your reasons of why you're doing what you're doing and your goals. So yeah, man, and like I said, it's an ongoing thing. This is something that my why is for why I've chosen to do bodybuilding. It's kind of been an evolution. You know, at first when I was growing up, I had a lot of emotional issues. I did not have the smoothest childhood, to say the least. And I actually started being active and working out. I was pretty athletic, always this skinny, but I was pretty athletic, don't get me wrong. And yeah, I started like doing push-ups. I remember when I was like 8 to like 13 years old, because some of the stuff I saw at home, I was very angry and I just was so weak. I felt very powerless because of some of the stuff I would see. And I would just want nothing more than to just be able to just stand, like intervene and do something, but I couldn't, you know, I was a little kid. So I remember going to my room and just doing push-ups. 9 years old, 10 years old, push-ups, little twig. I don't know, probably the worst push-ups. It's probably hilarious so I can see the footage. But man, I just remember doing push-ups till I couldn't anymore. Literally till I couldn't. Couldn't lift myself off my 90-pound, 80-pound body off the ground. One more time. I would do crunches. I would get a cone in my little middle living room in our little trailer we had. We had carpet, and I had a little traffic cone, and I would just do side hops over it. Pow. As many as I could, so I couldn't do anymore. And then I'd stop. When I couldn't do anymore, take 30 seconds, front hops. This was not for any reason back then, guys. Not that I was aware of. I wasn't doing this purposefully. I was doing this for a release. I was doing this because I had a lot of emotions that I had to deal with, and I found that being physically active helped me deal with that and be normal-ish. But how you doing, Blake? Yeah, that's how it started. It started off more as kind of therapy, I guess, and I didn't even know it. Just a little kid, you know? Still is that, actually, but that was the main reason. Fast forward, my teenage years, a little later, 16, started getting better at sports. Just barely started lifting weights. It was more for performance and, oh, I'm trying to go play sports in college. Cool. Fast forward a little more, getting more into it. And then that's when the bodybuilding came in. And that's when the structure really came in. And that's when I really started to see, like, man, I can make my body look how I want to make it look. But it's going to take time, and I have to do my research, and I have to be consistent, and I have to constantly push myself, and it's not going to be comfortable. And I embraced it, and I fell in love with it. And you can too, guys. You can too. Just keep your eyes on the prize, and that's whatever goal you have. Like I said, I want to be a professional, successful bodybuilder. That's my goal. So I'm doing the things necessary to make that happen. Now, if that's not your goal, that's completely fine. That's a weird goal. Who wants to be a bodybuilder? But if you do, keep watching this channel, because this is for you guys. This is for us. This is for the people that are already bodybuilders that maybe aren't getting the recognition I don't want to say deserve, because no one deserves anything like just given to them. But I think, you know, we hear about the Phil Heaths and the Sean Rodens and all the big names, and for good reason, from every category. But this channel, I want it to be for us, and by us, I mean the ones who have not made it yet, the ones still grinding in the shadows, or maybe the ones who have made it as pros, but are young pros and still just trying to make their way and hungry to get to the next level of wherever they're at. So hopefully, guys, I'm going to be giving you some more consistent content, better quality than this. Not that this is bad, but, you know, maybe some more production. I am still getting furniture in this place. Yeah, give me some suggestions in the comments on some stuff you would like me to cover. I'm definitely going to be doing one video every, let's say Tuesday, every week. Let's try and make it a set date, but next one, let's aim for next Tuesday. Also, you can find me on Instagram, Zach Langston Cressup, or Zach Cressup. You can go ahead and add me. All my stuff, if you don't know much about me, you can find out a lot more from there. DM me for training plans. I'm a certified personal trainer. Sponsored by Seguin, here at Nutrition Center Seguin. They're on my Instagram as well. I need to figure out how to link all this stuff here. Sorry, I'm 80 years old when it comes to technology, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Also, I don't have a name for this yet. I am aware. We will figure it out. Also, I'm saying also a lot. It's because I got a lot of stuff to cover, man. And I'm nervous talking to all 14 of y'all, man. It's fantastic. I've been really excited to do this. Gonna get some different kind of content up as well once the gyms open up. Lifting content, just cool stuff I do. If I go on a cool fishing trip, like I said, this is something that I want to be focused around bodybuilding mostly, and this is the topic that I love, and this is what's gonna bring most of y'all here. But I'm gonna be doing a bunch of other cool stuff too, so if I can document some of that and put it on here and share that with y'all, just having a good time, then yeah, I'm gonna do that. I want this to be fun and entertaining channel as well. I don't want this to be just, hey, this is blah, 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 strength and blah, 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 reporting the news or bodybuilding. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it, yeah, that makes me feel asleep. Feel sleepy. I'm losing it, guys. We gotta cut this. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Episode 1 of the, let's just call it Muscles and Mullets for now. Muscles and Mullets podcast. Leave me comments on what you'd like me to see. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Zach Langston Cressup. Let's get better together.